Hello everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another episode of Quoth the Camser. It's good to be back, it's good to be outside in this amazing scenery. So, those of you who saw yesterday's recording will know that I haven't been well this week. It's been a pretty grim week, to be honest. I went out on Tuesday morning and I recorded an audio podcast. I actually took this rig with me to do a video edit and it wasn't working. So I did an audio one which was very negative actually. I couldn't really understand why I was feeling so crap, so tired, so lethargic, and turns out I wasn't well. So I got home, by the time I got home I was feeling really grim, so I called the doctor and I got a consultation with the doctor and she asked if I could drop off a sample, which I did. And then I spent the next 2 days in bed, more or less. And yeah, it wasn't nice. It was a UTI, did I say that? I can't remember. Yeah, not been a good week. I did try and get some work done while I was in bed, and I did a little bit of messing around on my website, my Acoustic Guitar.io website, with SEO in mind. I did some SEO technical training, but that's hard to do when you're feeling tired like that and not the best, so I didn't get a lot of that done. Yeah, but I'm not going to talk about camera gear and sickness. You'll be pleased to know. Look at this scenery. So that means I can get on to my actual topic, which was a podcast I just listened to with one of my favourite creators, a guy called Jeffrey Sadoris. I've been listening to Jeffrey's content for years and years and years. He was a host on Taking Pictures, which is one of my favourite photography, in inverted commas, podcasts. And I say in inverted commas because photography was the ostensible topic, but it ended up being more about the philosophy of art in all its forms and that kind of introspective kind of stuff that I really enjoy listening to. So he had a conversation with his friend John on a podcast that he calls Iterations, and they spoke about creativity and the fact that Jeffrey has decided to take a week off of social media and see what that does for his creativity. And at the very end, he put in a little clip, which I found really interesting. It was a quote from somebody else, I can't remember whose name it is, but it said, "There are those who are inspired and create nothing, and there are those who are not inspired and create the same thing over and over." And I suppose the goal is to find the in-between place. This is where I get my inspiration. When I'm out here, my thoughts come to me, ideas come to me. And doing this kind of project, shooting video, talking onto a device on a stick, is something I really enjoy doing. And they also said in there something about having to create bad content before you can get to the good content. You can't just suddenly become a retired colonel without having been a colonel first and climbed the ranks to get there. That's a quote from John Roderick, another of my favourite podcasters, as he used to joke that his ambition in life was to be a retired colonel, but he'd never actually been in the service, so you know what I mean. So that's what this is about. I'm slowly increasing my quality using the mirrorless camera. I'm trying a new tripod today. I'm using a wireless microphone with a lapel mic. I'm trying all sorts of things to make this content better, and also to improve my editing workflow to make it a bit more streamlined and a bit quicker, because to be honest, that's what holds me back, is the amount of time that it takes me to do an edit. So all of these things are things that I enjoy working on and things that I'm going to work on over the next few months. So this content should get better. Now, I don't just mean inspiration from this amazing scenery and from the exercise and all of that. I get inspiration from content as well. Obviously, Jeffrey Sidoris' podcast Iterations has inspired me to talk about it and to explore the ideas that they discussed in the podcast episode. Also, there's a lot of video content I watch on YouTube that inspires me. Or maybe not inspires me so much as to make content like that, but it inspires me to be less afraid of talking into camera. I'm getting better at that. And less afraid of walking past people, because that happens, you know. And I watched Camera Conspiracies out with his Sony ZV-1 on a long stick, and it's really interesting to watch the passers-by clock him in the background as they walk past, and sometimes he gets some feedback from them. It's quite funny to watch. So I'll leave it there for today. I'd like to stop now and get some B-roll in this amazing place, and then get home to prepare for tonight's open mic. So talk about learning from failure. What is it Ilana says? Fail comes from first attempt in learning. So that's what I'm doing here. Last time I did an open mic live stream, it probably lasted twice as long as it should have, because technical difficulties, right? This one's going to be better. Going out tonight at 5 p.m. and I'm quite excited for it. Apprehensive, but you know, it's good to get back on the horse and then commit to these projects and actually do them. So that's what's going to be happening tonight. Come on, doggies. Both doggies. Let's lift you out.